Jerry Ann with scrapandstampcreations.blogspot.com, and tonight we are working on the Pathfinding Flip Album Mini and Scrapbook pages. I was really excited when we created the album for the Flip album last week using the Halloween collection. The Scaredy Cat collection from Close to My Heart. And the thing that I was so excited about it was it's great when you have an album that is like this school one. These are the 6x6 ones we did a little while ago. Well, last week we used the 4x6 flip album, or flip flaps, in order to create an album inspired by another Close to My Heart consultant. We took her idea and kind of made it my own a little bit. So I did give her credit on my posts and everything because she really did inspire me. But then I'm like, okay, so when I'm done with this, what am I going to do with it? It'll sit, it'll be nice, it'll be pretty, but then, you know, eventually it's just another piece of decorative anything sitting on a shelf. So I came up with the idea that what I wanted to do was, since the flip flaps were designed in order to go onto our scrapbook page protectors, I was going to design a 2-page layout and create that using the places so that when we are done enjoying the mini album, it has a home. So, as you can see on my Facebook Scrap and Stamp Creations Facebook page, I posted these a couple days ago because I was so excited that I finally got them settled. So what I did is I designed 2 pages using one of the layouts from one of the collections, the Make It From Your Heart Volume 2, I think. And I created the layouts, putting the flip flaps on top of the layout. So not only are we going to get 10 photos, because we've got all these pieces for 4x6 big photos, but we also have these little spots for different things, either journaling or all of that kind of stuff. And the cool part is all 10 of these fit on the layout. So now, once we're done with the mini album, we, are kind of like, what do we do with this? We now have a home for those. So this is a 2-page layout, at least, let's see, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. There are 26 spots for photos. And the majority of those, over at least 10 of them, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of those photos are 4x6 photos. They will slip in really nice. So I'm excited to do that because now we're using the fall photos. I do have a ton of photos already printed to use for the fall collection, so I'm ready to get started. Do you guys have any questions? I can't wait to get the pages built so that we can actually create the scrapbook page. Alright, so I used my sorting box. We've used this quite often. Usually we use it for the cards, and they start at 19 and go through 30 from the Make It From Your Heart collection. On the back, I labeled 1 through 12 and everything. And so I just, because it fit perfectly, I have 4x6s all in here, and we're able to use this to help sort everything. One of the drawbacks to this is that I really have to look and see which number is which means I need my garbage can. I need my garbage can to open my layout so that I can put things together correctly. Alright, so our base piece for this is our olive. I just finished a previous video for all of you. Did I hit that? I did. Previous video showing you guys how to cut this, how to sort it all, which papers I chose for which, and we are good to go. So what I'm going to do now is grab my adhesive, wherever that ended up being. And what we did with this piece here on the other, which I think I'm going to do with this one as well, is I took my scoring board and I went and scored this at every 1/2 inch. So we're just going to score this all the way down at 1/2 inch all the way across. So we have our nice little score lines there. I'm going to go ahead and take my sanding block. Here's my pretty one. And I'm just going to go ahead and sand the edges and expose that white cardstock below. Okay? Just going to brush that all off. I'm thinking I might want to go and do some of my let's see. I'm going to go ahead and pull also out of my stash, because this didn't come with any ribbon. I'm going to pull both my bronze as well as my gold shimmer trim. I think I'm going to use the gold one just because fall says gold. And I'm going to go ahead and use some shimmer trim. So that number is Z12729. Gold shimmer trim. And this goes right across the bottom here. I think we're going to pull a piece of, I want to do some stamping here, because I need some little embellishments. I'm going to go ahead and put my gold here across the bottom, because, you know, fall is all about gold. And this is already pre-adhesive, sticky back, all of that good stuff. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut the excess off here. This is our photo mat. It's going to go up here in the corner. Like so. Now what I'm going to do is I actually am going to grab the, what color do I want to use? I want to use that champagne color. Here is the champagne color. And I have a couple of stamp sets that I definitely want to use and stamp some of the pieces out of. So the first one I want to use is this one called Thankful Heart, B1463. We're going to stamp maybe 5 or 6, maybe 10, maybe 6 or 8 of each of the images, and I'm going to go ahead and use my black archival ink to stamp in 44751. And I'm grabbing a block or two. I'm going to go ahead and grab my pumpkin here. This block is a little big. I guess this is the block I'm using. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll use this one. Alright, so I have my pumpkin. The stamp is brand new. I'm just going to take and rub it across my skin, get that oils off of it. And I'm going to go ahead and ink up, stamp, until I get some really good coverage. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and do multiple of these because we'll color them with the Shihan markers. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm going to do 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. These pumpkins are really, really, really cute. Either, you know what, we might color with a water brush. I don't know. We'll see. So there's my pumpkin. I have all kinds of leaves here. I think I'm going to stamp all 3 of those at the same time, just because I think I can. And still be able to cut them out. So 1, ooh, that didn't work too well. Should have stamped off. Yep, for whatever reason, I'm not having any luck. I misstamped, so that's 2. Gonna have to fill those in a little bit. And put our little squishy in there. There we go. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Now I'm rocking too. 10. 'Kay. So this is archival ink, so I want to hit it with my dryer just because I want it to dry nice. I am going to actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and look at the other images as well. This one says Happy Thanksgiving, and then Thankful Heart, and I'm thankful for. So we'll come back and use those. I want to go ahead and I'll stamp some of the, well, you know what, I think I'm going to go ahead, I'm not going to stamp these right now, but I am going to stamp this piece here and some of our other leaves, these leaves here, in a couple of the different colors. So I gave a laundry list of the different colors that go with this collection. And so I'm going to stamp with some Autumn Terracotta, some Gold Rush, some Champagne, some Barn Red, some Chocolate, and some Olive. So I've got this cute little leaf right here. It's just adorable and so easy. It'll be easy to cut out. So I want to start in my lightest color. So I'm going to start in the Champagne, which will give us a tone-on-tone kind of look with this paper. So I'm going to stamp these about, oh, I don't know. Let's do, hey, buddy.
Instead of doing this 13, is there any movies playing on the 13th?
What movies?
At any movie at a movie theater on the 13th?
What kind of movie would you want to see?
Not sure.
Okay.
You know what movies are playing?
I don't. So our first color was Champagne.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
When are we gonna get hockey tickets again?
Harrison, I'm busy right at the moment, honey. Our next color I'm going to use is Gold Rush. Okay, so that's the Gold Rush. Our next color I'm going to stamp with is Autumn Terracotta. Okay, our next color I'm going to use is Barn Red. And yes, we're going to fussy cut all this stuff out. And then we're going to go ahead and do our chocolate. I didn't get any green ones. Well, I've got all these wonderful fall colors. So Champagne, Gold Rush, Autumn Terracotta, Barn Red, and then Chocolates. Did not use any of my olive here. All right, so now what we have is our piece here. I'm thinking I would like to do a pumpkin with some leaves underneath it. So I want it to be a little dimensional. So I have 3 of the Shinhan Art markers that Close to My Heart is selling. No, I'm not going to use that one. Y222, and which is yellow gold or golden yellow. YR24, which is marigold. I think I'm also going to use YR26, which is peach pastel, and YR29, which is barely beige. So let's see what we come up with here. I stamped so many so that if they turned out weird, we weren't stuck with them. I am going to use this green. So that looks okay. It's not my favorite. I think what I want to do, I'm not real good at the markers, so I think I'm going to go back to my trusty water brush, and I'm going to go to my water brush and my ink. I'm going to use Gold Rush and Autumn Terracotta on my pumpkins. I'm going to fill in some different pieces here. Here's Gold Rush and Autumn Terracotta. Oh, you know what? These need to go this way, because I am adding the ink to the top, and then I'm going to be using my water brush in order to get the colors that I want. Okay? Oh, much better. Buddy, go. So yeah, I really do like that better. So I'm not worrying too much about staying in the lines. I'm just kind of coloring in because I want them to look kind of like I'm just kind of coloring in some really nice dark kind of pumpkins. Harrison, it's way too loud, honey. So now I'm just kind of going in and adding some washes of color. And I'm just kind of, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the other colors and just blend them in. So I'm really just kind of being messy. Okay, I'm going to bring in some of the barn red. And I think I got that a little too watery. I just kind of wanted to dot some brown in. Buddy, go. Buddy, go. Buddy, go. Buddy, out. Go. Go on. Go. Buddy, go. So I'm just adding little dots of things in because what I plan on doing is I'm going to cut this all out. So it's not I want them to be kind of mottled looking. So they really do end up looking kind of like leaves. And then our pumpkin stems are going to be olive. I'll go ahead and get those in there. With so much to choose from on a certain night, it makes it hard. Everybody's flipping back and forth between different shows. But that's why we record. Alright, so you guys can see some really pretty kind of leaves and such. So we're just going to let those dry up a little bit, and then we'll kind of fussy cut a little more. Fussy cut those out. We'll get a few more pages done, come back and add some little pieces, because this needs to sit and dry for a few minutes. But at least now we have all of our little pieces that we can cut out and put on our pages. It'll work out really well. I'm excited. I love the little leaf. Alright, we're going to set this up here. So here we have page number 1. Oh, we need the flip flaps so we can get those a-going. So I need 10 flip flaps. So out of my last package, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And they come in a package of 15. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what we are going to do is you put them all together. And I cannot remember how far in we chomped all these. So let's... I think it was like ½ an inch or something. It was 5/8 from each side. 5/8 from each side. they're all the right way. So I'm going to go ahead, and I have a Sharpie marker here somewhere. Here we go. I'm going to mark the first one. We'll punch them all together. So I'm cutting. These have a really nice fold right at the edge. And this gives you, you'll see it when you get these. They have a really nice crease fold that allows this to lay flat. So we are going to cut above the page protector, but kind of on this line. So I'll show you. We're going to cut okay. We're going to cut right as that where that fold line is, because it's not going to make a difference when we put them in our page or in our page protectors. So I marked 5/8 in on each side. I'm taking my trusty Big Bite, which I wasn't sure I was ever going to need, and I don't use anything but it. I'm using my 3/8 hole punch, and I am going to punch right on that line all the way through. And I'm going to rotate around, put that in, and exactly the same thing. Okay? That's going to allow us to put our pages in here. They will almost fit. There we go. Come on. They're a tight squeeze on this one, guys, so give it a little more oomph towards the less 5/8, more kind of to the center a little more. Okay? So that's going to allow us to use these right on our pages. Okay? So we'll go ahead, and I'm going to need to move one of these over just a touch. There we go. That's going to work it better. You're never going to see it because it's going to fold over and be in a page protector. So this is for page number 1. So here's 1. Okay, so we've got our little pieces. Once this is dry, we'll cut some of those out. We'll add some little pieces, give it some nice little, a little bit of detail, but not a lot of bulk. Okay, so there's 1. Let's go ahead and do number 2. All right. So number 2 is an autumn terracotta base. And what I am going to want to do is I'm going to use this stamp here out of the, this is the Pathfinding stamp set that comes from the Workshop on the Go. I'm going to go ahead, and it's a real nice flourishy kind of piece. I'm going to go ahead and take off the stuff a little bit. Aww. I want to grab this squishy because I'd like this to very much show up. I think what I'd like to use on this one is my chocolate ink. And I'm finding while I put dots on all the bottoms to have all these little things on here, they really just get in my way for stamping. So now what I'm doing is I'm inking up this cute stamp. I'm going to give it a good stamp. Nice. And now I'm going to go ahead, knowing that I want the majority of this to kind of come off the edge. So I'm just kind of filling in a little bit. Some of it you're not going to see. There we go. So all I did was random stamp all over. I'm going to clean off my squishy here. I'm going to go ahead and ink my edges here a little bit. Kind of like that a lot. I am going to use the side with the feathers or leaves, and I'm just going to ink the edges of it as well. This technique is called direct to paper. I've done it quite often, and basically it just gives a nice little distressed look. And actually I'm going to do I am going to do this stamp here, this one that says, "I'm so glad we live in a world full of seasons," or where there are seasons. And I am going to find a piece of something to stamp it on. Alright, this is this pattern paper here. On the back is a light pattern. It's got some little things there. I'm going to go ahead and stamp this in Barn Red. Again, there's another one of those little thingies. I thought that was a great idea. I'm not liking it. Brand new stamp, just taking it off. Inking everything up. Very nice. Gonna take my trusty micro tip scissors. Follow the edge and just trim this out really quick. And then as they dry, I think what I'll do is I will build up some leaves on the side. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and add this here. And then the other thing is I'm going to grab some of the bling gems in gold that came with this collection, because they're pretty. And I'm going to go ahead and add a couple here. So here is our second page. And actually, I should be pulling photos too. We'll do that next. So this is page number 2. All right, for number 3, our base is Gold Rush. And the cool part about this one is that it is, we did this as a fill-in for all of the other, when we did the other one. I think for this one, what I want to do is I'm going to random stamp these little leaves and the pumpkin. Although, let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, we have our pretty, oh, you know what? We have our stamp of the month. Let's use the stamp of the month on this one. Because it's got some really, really, really cute kind of pieces and things. You can either use these real little pieces. We've got some leaves that can be green. You know what though? I have an idea. Hold on. We're going to grab our scoring board. I'm going to move these out of the way so that our and we're going to take our triangle piece, slip it in here. And I am going to make so I put my triangle in. I started at 6. I went to 7.5 on this side. I'm going to go to 4.5 on this side because I want nice big places where I can do. And then I'm coming down to 3 inches here. So with this at the 6, I'm going to score at 3, at 4.5, at 6, and at 7.5. Okay? So now I'm going to turn it over, turn it opposite. I'm going to score at 6 again, at 7.5, at 4.5, and at 3. Okay, so now I have this really cool octagon pattern here. I'm going to go ahead and bend everything because I want to sand those little pieces out. And again, it doesn't matter what the back looks like because we have a whole 4x6 photo that is going to go there. But the idea is I wanted that to raise up so that we can sand those humpy pieces out. I used another tool, so I guess I get to keep this one since I used all of the parts of it. Yep, be careful. Don't want to take too much of your paper off. Okay? Okay. Using my chocolate ink, I'm going to put our little crummy piece down here. That gives us a kind of a mosaic. Now we're going to cover up all that pumpkin work we did. Alright, so now it appears that I threw pieces in parts that, let's see. And I'm missing a square. I'm missing a little square. Maybe, maybe not. So this is page 3. Now mind you, we're just putting the pages together. We're not really doing a lot of embellishing because we have all those things to cut out and embellish with. So this is page 3. And again, we don't have to worry about the back because we're going to put a 4x6 photo on there. So I think when we go back and embellish everything, I'm going to pull my photos out. So number 4 is a very pretty background. So I want to take on number 4 And I am wanting to, I do want to use this one, but I'm just not sure. I'm going to do a leaves one because I really like the leaves idea. And I'm going to do tone on tone. So I'm stamping these in champagne. Okay, so we've got a tone on tone effect here. Now I want to look at my zip strip. Actually, I'm not going to even do that because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run a piece of gold right down the side of this. Because I really think I want the gold. So I'm going to go ahead and add my adhesive here. I'm going to take in my gold So this is page 4. Looks like this. Now, granted, these are just flat. We haven't finished any embellishing. For number 5, the cool part about number 5 is this is, we're going to cut it down the middle. So this is 3.5 inches wide. So we know that that's 1.5. And a half would give us 1/4 of an inch. So we're going to cut this at 1 3/4. 2 long strips, 1 3/4. Because it's double-sided, we can do this trusty little thing. Yep. And then we've got some pieces that we'll add to this. So this is number 5. Because we've got words and stuff like that to add as well. So this is number 5. So now we're on to page number 6. And if you'll notice, we'll start going in order again. We'll start again with our green. Alright, so this one turns out really cute as well. So I'm going to use the flip side. I'm going to use the brown side on this green. This piece goes right in the middle. Now you can actually cut this piece out and have 2 pieces. I decided to leave it in and do a whole piece and then center my trusty little piece here. And then I'm going to go ahead and center my piece here and here. Oh wait, I forgot. I was looking for a couple of those long skinny pieces. It's that brown one. There's a piece of autumn terracotta. I had some long, I wanted a piece of this. So we're gonna, so first and foremost, I have this piece which is 1 inch, and I'm going to take and give it a fishtail. I'm peeling this up. I want this to go all the way to the top.
I'm gonna go get some maps to obviously show with.
You are.
Do you have any, I can't have chips right now.
Honey, there's chips upstairs. You can eat them. Oh, and that was the thing. Shoot. I've got my gold trim here. So, and then this trusty piece goes right over the top here. I'm gonna take my trusty little piece here, this I'm Thankful For banner, gonna ink it up in Barn Red. Stamp that there. It says I'm Thankful For. And this one is number 6. Really like how this one turns out. I like this layout. Hello, and thanks for joining us. Now we have page number 7. You put a full-size photo on the back, and I'll show you when we get to that point because I have photos printed. I know, are you going to be amazed when I actually pull out some photos to put them on? So yeah, I'm doing full-size photos because the idea is when they go on the layout, when you flip them up, you'll have a full-size photo on each side. And then you'll have the little candid photos in between. All right, so here we have number 7. I know, are you amazed? Hold on, because I'm thinking I got number 8 kind of screwy here too. 8. So I think I have pieces for number 8 and number 7. Because I'm missing a piece. See, I think that goes in another one. Yep, I think that one goes there. Nope. No, is that right? Nope. This is one of these, okay. So now I've got this piece that I'm missing something for. Okay. We'll figure that out in a minute. So this is page number 7. I think I want this one on the bottom. So we're going to stick that there before we do much else. And I think it's supposed to be this one that goes up next, but I think we're going to put the blue side out. We're going to do these leaves going sideways. And then I think I'm going to do these. Okay, so this one looks like this, and let's see, I have And then this is needing kind of some different pieces as well. So this is number 7. Alright, so it looks like I am missing a piece, and I don't know why, but we will figure it out. Four and a half by 1 3/4. All right. One, two, these little pieces are going in here. This piece goes here. And for whatever reason, that one's like half an inch too big. I know I'm going to have to go back and fix number 8, I think. Okay, so this is the layout for number 8. Like I said, we'll go back and we'll add all the bells and whistles. So this is 8. Number 9. Number 9. Sorry. Wow. So number 9, we have this really pretty piece here that we can leave whole and then kind of do our trusty little border here. Or we can cut it in half and have, we can do kind of what we did before and cut it in half and flip over. I think I'm going to leave this one all together. I really like this pattern paper, and so I want it to show. But when I had other paper, like the layout for the other one had really, really cute fences on one side. So this one works out really, really well. So this is just real simple. You can actually do the photo at the bottom corner. Actually, let's do that. Let me move this up just a touch. We can do a couple of little blingy things here across the bottom, just like we did on our other one. We can do kind of some little sentiment or anything up there. So this is number 9. And then finally we have number 10 for our pages. So again, this is another piece that we can cut in half and do separate pieces so that these two look like separate pieces, or we can leave it together. And I really like, again, I like the idea of this paper, so I am just leaving that together. I'm going to do the autumn terracotta on the top and the chocolate on the bottom. And kind of center this a little more. Okay, so that is the layout for number 10. Okay, so now I have to find my page protector for number 10 because it seemed to have disappeared. And the minute I punch another one, I will find where that one went. But it's okay. I have plenty. Maybe. If I can find them now. Oh, there they are. I'm going to take this out because I don't want to punch in my piece. Right. All right. So here are all of the base pages, all kind of stuck down but not embellished. So this is number 10, number 9, number 8, number 7, number 6, number 5, number 4, number 3, number 2, and number 1. Okay? So those are the finished pieces. Those are just the basic pieces without having any embellishments or anything on them. Just more of the paper all settled. Cool thing is here is this, and as we start cutting out pieces and stuff, we'll build the pages. So let's go ahead and take a few minutes. I'm gonna fussy cut. I'm gonna fussy cut fast, maybe. I don't know. What do you think? I think I can fussy cut fast. Some of these pieces. so that we can build up our pages. I like number 6 too. But I'll like a few of the other ones once we get some things fussy cut. So now these are dry. And I'm going to start out with my pumpkins. This is probably the most boring part of this, but I wanted you to see kind of the thought process in all of that. Well, and I've seen quite a few of the new little stamp companies have come out with coordinating dies. But really, I think it takes less time for me to fussy cut something than to pull out my die cut machine, get it all situated, find space, find it all of that kind of stuff. And I feel like I waste more paper that way. Plus, unless, if you want 12 pumpkins, you have to cut one pumpkin at a time. It's not like they give you 3 pumpkin dies to do that. So, I don't know. I think in the time it would take me to do it all, I could probably cut all these pumpkins. In the time it would cost me to cut one pumpkin. And I think they look pretty good. I mean, it's not like, it's not like I gave them to Harrison to cut out. I know. And they're not really intricate patterns either. It's a circle with a bump. I think Harrison's watching the History Channel or something. Like a 1970s commentary on some world event. I think it's the scissors, you guys. I really, truly do. I think that, I think the tools are important, and I think that one of the biggest things about being able to fussy cut is having really good, sharp, micro tip scissors that, you're able to cut with. And I have the Timmy scissors and everything, but when it comes to doing things like this, I really prefer these scissors. And I believe they're worth $10. Because, sometimes it's like $10 for a pair of scissors. Yep, these ones I do believe are worth $10. I feel like they're the reason I can cut things. Okay, these are a little more... A little more. Oh. Yes, they are close to my heart. And they are worth the $10. They're super sharp, and you will cut yourself with them if you're not trying. Some days. So I posted a Christmas card class that would not only be cards, but like a gifty kind of thing. Something for teachers or stuff like that for kids. I posted that over on my site. I got a few people who are interested. I really am planning on putting those supplies together and getting that all situated soon. I guess part of it is the less people play, I guess the bigger the packets will be, which is pretty cool. I mean, you know, if I'm going to order all the supplies and there are only 8 of us playing, you're definitely going to get a lot more for your $35. So, not that you wouldn't get enough for $35, but I am really excited about it. And the size cards, you're not only going to get the regular standard size cards, but you will be making some 5x7s, because I think that they're just really nice size for Christmas cards, and you don't pay any more for them as long as they're flat. And I like a big Christmas card as much as I like little cards and stuff. There is just something nice about a big card. So a lot of my cards are going to be 5x7 Christmassy this year. So I share that with you guys because it's pretty cool. These turned out really cool once we cut all the inking out of the edges, out of the lines and everything. Yes, it will be done on Ustream. It's one of those where I'm just going to offer a kit, and everybody will be able to have the kit, so you don't have to buy everything, because I'm going to use probably 4 different kits. I'm going to use both of the Christmas winter kits. I'm going to be using some of the card kits in the very back, the cutout ones, or cut up, or whatever they're called. So I'm going to be using quite a few different things. So the nice thing about it is you really do get a nice sample of everything, so you can make a decision on if you want to do all of the one Christmas cards where it's like $11 and you get 10 cards and everything's pre-done. All you have to do is pretty much glue it all together, stamp your name on the back, and be good to go. You can definitely see and feel and touch what those are going to look like beforehand. So, and of course they'll come with all the embellishments. For anybody who is not here in town and is not going to be here to stamp and everything will come pre-stamped, so you won't even have to worry about buying a stamp or anything. I'll do all the pre-cutting, all the pre-stamping, all the pre-everything. You just have to glue it all together and go from there. Alright, I got a few more leaves, and then I've got some of those other leaves that I want to use as well. So I think I'll finish off with just these little ones here, and then if we need a few more while we're blinging up our pages, then we'll do that. Not yet. Not yet, but I will let you know. I'll put it up as a PayPal thing. I'll let you know. It'll be up for a week. What I'll do is I'll probably put it up and get it announced on one of my shows, and then it'll run through the following Tuesday. So it'll show up on 2 shows, because I want everybody who wants to participate to be able to. I am thinking that the plan is, yeah. The plan is that it would be either the end, well, I was thinking Thanksgiving weekend, but it may be that Monday right after Thanksgiving would be the day that we would do all of that, and it would be something that you guys would be able to follow along and do. So yeah. Alright, so now I've got some of these cute little, let's cut in half. Let's do, because I want some of these leaves to incorporate as well. And then what we'll do is we will start putting our pages together. So yep. Yeah, I just didn't want people not to have, the pieces to make them look right. So it was like, I'm going to make sure that they're all stamped and everything. Okay. Harrison, are you okay? He's grunting up a storm in there. Alright. So yeah, I've sat here and fussy cut and fussy cut and fussy cut leaves, but I need a few more colors, because I think these are just cool. Harrison, did you have a problem? Alright, is Daddy right there? Oh. I don't know. Where is Daddy? He left? Well, if you ask somebody to help you... Yeah, I'm not the TV person. Honey, you're going to have to ask Daddy nicely to help you. Nice asking, Harrison. Thank you. Alright. I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I don't think so, Sophie. I think we could figure that out. I don't think it would be any more compared to what it would be normally when I send you things. We'll work it out. If you really want to do it, Sophie, I will make it work out so that it's not an arm and a leg for you. I think I've paid less than $20 for shipping. So every time I've sent something to you. So
Driving 74 Nissan Xterra.
we don't have a Nissan Xterra. You're silly. Alright, I'm about done. I got 6 more leaves to cut. Okay, maybe on the leaves for this one it would have been a difference. The other ones were pretty easy. This one's a little more intricate. Oh, no, I think, yeah, no. I want it to be affordable for you, Sophie. So, we'll figure it out. Yeah. We do. We do speak typees.
Yeah.
Harrison, did you get a night-night pill yet?
No, and do I have to get flushed tonight?
Well, you know,
Not sure.
I don't know. What do you think?
I'm fine.
If not tonight, then definitely tomorrow.
Before I go to school?
No.
Yes, before I...
Harrison. If not tonight, then it is a definite for tomorrow.
Before school or after school? Before. Or during, or come back and get flushed and go back to robotics?
No.
Can I write a letter?
Who are you going to write a letter to?
Can I just get some paper for schoolwork?
Sure.
Can I use this file for schoolwork?
You may use some of that paper, but not all of it.
I'm just going to borrow your...
You don't have to borrow it. You can have it. But not all of it. How about...
Do you have to keep...
How about a quarter?
Do you have to keep some of the paper?
I do.
Because you got autism sign-in stuff to do?
No, because maybe I want to write on it. But you can have some.
No, I'm just going to...
What are you going to do?
Do you have any regular pencils? Do you have any pencils or out? Or out?
I don't know. Am I out of regular pencils?
I have offices. Do you buy... In school we don't use... Teachers, do you have to go to Office Depot to get a supply?
Martha says hi, Harrison.
Hi. Mom,
I know. Look at that Depot voice. Remember, Martha, when he was a little boy and he had a cute little voice? Now we have deep man voice.
Deep man voice. You can't be the great... I have a quarter of paper.
You're going to quarter the
I
paper?
have a quarter of paper.
Okay. That's fine. That's a good amount for you, Harrison.
Why couldn't I have all of it?
No, because I don't want to pick it all up off the floor. You can have that. Such a young man. Wow. That's really cool. I like the Cherry Lynn stuff. They're one of my favorites. I know. Isn't that amazing? Alright, so I got pumpkins, I got leaves, I got pages. Alright, so let's get our pages going here. So again, this is number 1. Yep. Yep. I have pictures, don't you worry. Okay. All right. 2.5 by 3.5. Is that what it was? 2.5 by 3.5. Photo. Okay. All right. Voila. Page 1 with a photo. And then, look at this. And a 4x6 fits perfect. I'm just cutting them down to give them a border. So, yay! Page 1. Where'd my flip-flop go? Here it is. So, 1, flip up, boys. Woohoo! All right, for number 2. Let's see. Haha. Yeah. You know what? I enjoyed taking them out that day. And a flip. Yeah, you know what? I absolutely, and the ones where they're walking away, those are the ones that get me all the time. I love those. Yes and no. By the end, Harrison was definitely having a very interesting moment. You know what? Really, really do. Couch. I'm looking for an up and down photo. I love this one of James. He's jumping. 3, 5, 4. Yeah. That's James's favorite picture. I love it too. Yeah, it's really amazing. Okay, my kid's making a ton of noise upstairs. So handsome. I just love it. Mm. Mm. Yay! Hmm. Yay! Guys, I'm pressed. Here's number 6. Voila! I don't know. Let's see. You're right, Martha. Like that. Just love this picture. All right. Voila. Love it. Did I use that one already? No. Not yet. I need a couple more of Harrison, though. Oh, thank you. I'm almost done. I only got 3 more. Probably. Okay. I have no clue what they are doing up there. And the sad point is I don't even really want to know. Good night. And then on the back, Well, I sure didn't take pictures up and down. And I think I don't know what I'm doing to the bottom of that one. I'll probably journal here. All right. 2 more. Actually, see, got the same shots of Harrison because he was such a pill that day. Here we go. All right. Love that. What were you vacuuming?
Hmm?
What were you vacuuming?
I wasn't vacuuming. I was cutting up some of that cheese.
Oh. Sure sounded like vacuuming.
Yeah, I kind of did. Note for the future, sharp cheddar is probably not the best choice for slicing like that because it is so dry it crumbles.
Mmm.
But I got a lot of nice cheese chunks and dust and...
Oh. So you have to slice it the other way.
You'll get mild or medium in the future.
Are you going to take the garbage out tonight?
Yes.
I think I've got a big black bag somewhere.
Okay.
We love these shots of them. Well, I'm glad. I mean, they're involved, but they're not like that horrible. Well, you know, and there's nothing worse than having a project, getting all excited, wanting it done, and then kind of looking at it and thinking, what am I going to do with it now? You know, it was really great to create. So I'm really excited about the layout that these go on. So I can go back through. I've shown you guys repeatedly. I'm going to put my favorite one on the top, which is the picture of them walking. So it's out of order now compared to the way we created everything. Just because when I went to put them all in here, I wanted this one on the front. I'm glad. So we've got one. And this is nice because you can sit out for the holiday thing, and as we get closer to other things, you can use this piece over and over and over again. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 photos. It makes a great little gift. I cannot wait to make the Christmas one. Really am looking forward to doing that one too. And kind of putting things together. Next week we'll actually do the layout, and there will be a cutting guide for that as well. Probably using the majority of the scraps. Well, there may not be a cutting guide. We may just walk through and I'll show you how to use your scraps to finish up. To use your scraps to make the layouts so that you're only using what you have and that. So all I added was the shimmer trim, the gold shimmer trim. So I'm excited. I think this project turned out really awesome. I'm excited to have it. I love the idea of having these 4x6 photos on the other side. And then the cool part is that you can put them however you want to. You know, kind of flip things over, all of that kind of stuff. So I love that we created some backgrounds. We did some different things. Do you guys have any questions? I'll take some close-up photos and post them. I probably am going to, I'm in a journal here on these two as well. Not sure if I'm going to do I might stamp a frame or something to journal in. So it is. The best part though is that the pictures, these little things all have a home. When you're done, it has a home on a scrapbook page. So I'm excited about that. Thank you. All right, well, I'm done for this evening, and so we will see you again next Monday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we will create the layout that these photos will live on when we're done. I love, love, love how it worked. Thank you guys so much for joining me, enjoying, offering some suggestions. I totally enjoyed it. I know that you have a choice on Monday nights on who you're going to come hang out with, and I'm glad that you guys chose me. So, and if there's any questions, please feel free to give me a ring, or to send me an email, and I'll definitely do that. Thanks, everyone.